So the main topic of interest I'm going to cover is childbirth and maternal and paternal leave policies because I believe the two go hand in hand to a certain point. I refer to maternal and paternal leaves as parental leaves often. I believe it relates to global society because childbirth and parental leave policies affect a lot more people than just themselves. Their employers, coworkers, and other family members and their doctors are related to childbirth and parental leaves. Your whole world is flipped upside down when you have a baby. The places the parents work for know that after the baby is born, they will take as much time off as they can. This inconveniences both parents' place of employment and their coworkers because someone will have to do the job while they are not there. The academic fields that are going to be engaged in childbirth and parental leave policies are history, business, and medicine. We can look back at history and see how hard childbirth has been and how it can affect a family. We can also look back at business practices with having to deal with pregnant women and maternal leave after the baby is born. Some businesses have excelled in having amazing parental leave policies, but there are many companies that do not have an option for either kind of leave. As an example, the company I work for, you are forced to use personal sick and vacation time or take time off without pay. We have the option for FMLA paperwork, but not too many people do that. Doctors and people of the medical profession know how hard childbirth is and how hard the aftermath of childbirth can be. Even if you and your baby are healthy, there is still a big adjustment period. In the new business world that we have today, some women have to go back to work as soon as possible because they are the major breadwinners of their family and make more than the men, and paternity leave doesn't even really exist in this country either. I believe childbirth and parental leave are such important issues because the United States is the only first world country to not have mandatory maternity leave. Australia just passed a law in 2010 for parental leave. The other three countries that do not have mandatory maternity leave are Lesotho and South Africa. Population is approximately 2 million people. Swaziland in South Africa. Population is approximately 1.1 million people. And Papua New Guinea, just north of Australia, the population there is approximately 7.3 million people. The United States population is 320 million people. Lesotho, Swaziland, and Papua New Guinea are all considered third world countries. The United States is one of the top countries in the world. The United States actually ranks 12 of 178 countries in the world. These ranking numbers change based on the rule of law, limited government, regulatory efficiency, and open markets. It's sad that the 12th best country in the world doesn't even have a maternity leave or an optional paternity leave. Australia is actually ranked number 4, which means it is technically freer than the United States. There is research to back up why an extended maternity leave is a good thing for everyone. They found that children whose mothers returned to work in less than 12 weeks were a far worse number of health and development outcomes. A study by Ruhm found that paid parental leave policies improve child health as measured by birth weight and infant or child mortality. He found that parental leave has favorable and possibly cost-effective impacts on pediatric health. The UK probably has the best parental leave policy. It is both paid maternity and paternity leave. They get 90% of their earnings for 6 weeks, and then after that, a flat rate for the rest of the time for up to a total of a year off. Spain and Brazil pay 100% of their earnings for 112 days and 120 days. The best maternity leave is from Russia and Italy. They both offer 140 paid days. Russia pays 100% of their pay, and Italy pays 80% of their pay. I want to know why mother and fathers of newborn babies have to go through these struggles every time they have a child. Why things aren't being changed for parental leave policies, and why doesn't the United States offer mandatory parental leave after babies are born? I work for an industrial distributor, a company where men are in the higher offices, such as the owner of the company, the president of the company, the chief financial officer, and all of the vice presidents are men. The highest position in my company for a woman is district manager, which really isn't that high. The question of paid maternity leave has never come up in the company's 80-plus years of running until the president's daughter, who also works for the company, was pregnant and did not have the option for normal paid maternity leave. And that got the president upset. It's an interesting topic, and I believe I will have to live through it one day. Maybe I can get the policy changed before I have kids myself, because the president of the company couldn't even get the policy changed. I have a picture that I'm going to show you. If I can figure this out. The countries that don't have paid maternity leave, this is where they are in South Africa. And then, there's the United States and Australia that just got their law passed in 2010. So out of these three countries, the U.S. is the only first world country, and they still don't have a paid maternity leave. I think it's kind of nuts. And then this picture is also pretty cool. It breaks down. The darker colors are maternity and paternity leaves, and then the lighter colors are just maternity leaves. And it's pretty interesting how you can see all the percentages broken down with the days that they have off. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and thanks for a great class.